But if one of the partners is not on board, they need a different approach. And one of the ways that I explain this to people is like, if you thought you had, cancer, you'd go to an oncologist and they would, they'd poke and prod. They'd do blood work and they'd take an MRI or they'd do a CAT scan or they'd do a biopsy of some kind. All of that just to find out what kind of cancer are we talking about here? And, is this skin cancer? Is it leukemia? Is it something else? All of that so that they can set up the right treatment. And I tell people that, because sometimes people will come into discernment counseling after they've had some couples therapy, they'll come in and after a first session, they'll say things like, hey, nothing's changing in our relationship. And I'll be like, hey, nothing is supposed to change right now because the goal of this is not change as much as it's clarity and confidence. So I tell people like, hey, you haven't yet decided to take the chemotherapy. We're still in that assessment phase. We're still trying to figure out what kind of relational cancer this is and what the best treatment protocol would be for you going forward. And you will get to make a decision whether you want that path that moves forward to do the treatment, to do the reconciliation, or whether you want some other path. And I'm referring to these paths. One of the things that we do in discernment counseling is we present what we believe are the three paths in front of everybody who's on the brink of divorce. And we call them paths 1, 2, and 3. We label them as well. Path 1, we call the status quo path. And I do this when I'm on the telephone with somebody who's just wondering whether they want to start up discernment counseling.